Fred manages to keep pace to you as you lead him to the spot where you met Jenny. You start to see Jenny on her knees, her back facing towards you. Jenny, what happened? Fred gets close to Jenny and puts his hand on Jenny's shoulder. Fred, oh thank goodness, you're here. Jenny stands up and faces the two of you. These boxes are really heavy. Mind lending a hand? Well, oh come on, Jenny. I thought you were in trouble. Fred punches Jenny's shoulder. Oh, you savage. And I am. Can't you see I can't carry these on my own? Plus I said I'd call you guys when I needed help. Well, I need your help. Also, you guys got here quick, and together, you guys must have been close. But now you're getting closer. Yeah, it's called I stayed the night at Kathy's place, and then we took a kid to school together. Yeah, you guys could have split ways, but nope, you guys were together the whole time. Kinda sus. Jean looks at the two of you with a ravenous look. You're pretty sure she's not thinking about the two of you reciting Bible verses. Okay, Jenny. Anyways, what's in these boxes? There's some heat-treated wooden planks coated in a heavy-duty lacquer that will prevent rotting and splintering while maintaining structural rigidity for years to come. That's what the guy at the store told me, at least. Same guy, by the way. You know what? What? I should try and go on a date with him. He's not the nicest fellow. He's not the nicest looking fellow, but he sure knows how to handle his wood. Jenny winks. You know, deep down in your soul, that was pretty bad. Ah, come on. No, it wasn't. Jenny, here's some advice. If you want a wood pun to work, you have to nail the delivery. At least that pun is tasteful. Anyways, the plan is instead of replacing the entire floor, let's replace the planks that are damaged. Still a lot of ground to cover, but at least more manageable. Sounds like a plan, but how do you get all these boxes this far in the first place? With my car. Then why didn't you just drop off all the wood with your car? Because shut up. Nah, Jake. It's because the shopping square is always filled with cars, and if I park badly, I'll probably get a ticket. It happened one time, and I never want it to happen again. Alright, well, let's get this show on the road. Chad, you take those and I'll take these. I'll take the rest of them. Sure. You grab hold of one half of the planks and lift them up to your chest. They're pretty heavy, but you manage it alright. Fred grabs the rest of the planks while Jenny carries some paint buckets and other miscellaneous items. Alright, my muscle man, let's go. The three of you march to the cafe to be, making sure not to deck anyone in the face while walking past. After crossing a few streets and strolling on a stretch of sidewalk, you guys make it to your destination without anyone needing to file a police report. You and Fred wait patiently while Jenny unlocks the old wooden doors. With a satisfying click, the door opens and Jenny makes her way inside. She's kind enough to hold the door for you and Fred to enter as well. Once inside, Fred unceremoniously drops the planks by the stacks of boxes. You follow suit, relieved to finally be done with those planks. Phew, thank you so much, guys. We all deserve something to drink. Jenny gets behind the bar and grabs some glasses and fancy-looking bottles. You okay, buddy? Oh yeah, I got this. Of course you do. Fred gets behind you and squeezes one of your biceps. Hey. So, when did you get so beefy? I don't know. When did you get so skinny? Hey, I've been maintaining the same body I've always had. Lies. You used to have a tummy a few years ago. Jenny, you can't just say that. That's private information. Considering how you've been invading Chad's privacy right now, I think it's pretty fair. Speaking of which, Jenny motions her head towards your arm, Fred still caressing your bicep. Oops. You let's go with a better smile. You bless and rock to one of the bar stools. Fred boyishly follows behind and sits next to you. So, Jenny, what's the plan for today? Jenny hands you and Fred a faintly green drink with leaves, ice, and lemon. Thank you. You're welcome, but I want to see you try it first. What is it? A mojito? Yes, go ahead. Grab the glass and smell the liquid inside. It's strong and citrusy, which kind of reminds you of a nurse's office. You take a swig and instantly regret it. It's a bittersweet, acidic taste that bites at the back of your throat. Your face wrinkles up like an old prune, your lips puckering as you shake your head. Yeah. What? You didn't like it? No, it's not that. It's just that I don't drink alcohol and this is pretty strong. Oh, right, I forgot. Do you want one with just soda? Sure, that would be great. Hey, Jenny, you heard the man. Can I make one with soda instead? Sure, I got you, fam. Jenny reaches over to grab your cup, but Fred swipes it inches from your fingers. Nope, this baby's all mine. You don't get free drinks every day, much less at work. Who on earth said these were free? You gotta work for these, baby. Fred swells and takes some hearty sips from the glass, put it down with a refresh. Worth it in my book. These are absolutely divine. I know, right? And your ticket is up, Chad. Jenny hands you a new cup of drink. Thanks. You hold it up to your nose and smell it before stirring with your straw and taking a sip. This lemony citrus taste is still there with a nice kick of mint to break you up. The bitter, sweet acidity is a lot smoother now than there's soda instead of alcohol. This is great. Thank you, Jenny. You're very welcome. Do you happen to know any more drinks? Oh yeah, I used to be a bartender for a while. Wait, really? Then why don't you just open a bar instead of a cafe? What? Hell no. Have you ever been to a bar before? It can get real noisy and real violent real quick. It's even worse when you're a girl bartender. Every deadbeat who needs a $10 tip thinks you owe them a lap dance and a blowy. At least deadbeats and cafe are just a bunch of self-conscious script writers who can't even meet a deadline. That being said, I'm still going to get an alcohol license, but this is going to be a family-friendly joint. I really need something more chill and relaxed, a place where everyone's just happy and vibing. Jenny slumps her shoulders and smiles fondly, drifting off to a happier place. Ah yes, the prodigal bunny has finally come back to earth. You want to talk? Fred chuckles as Jenny bumps his head with a small missing spoon. Anyways, today's just going to be quick and clean work. I've marked an X on all the planes that are in pretty bad shape with chalk. You boys will whip them out and replace them with the planes we bought. Most of the planes here are pretty close in size, so I had my friend cut the planes to fit perfectly. Pretty efficient. Amorita? Yeah, this sounds great, Jenny. This seems like a cakewalk, Jenny. Thanks, Jenny. Jenny smiles triumphantly, basking in the praise you gave her. Fred is not amused. Not going to lie, this is pretty big brain. Especially coming from you, Jenny. Listen here, you little gremlin. I bought you with that spoon as a warning. There's a hammer right by my feet. Would you rather have cut all the planks yourself? I mean, I could have. Fred flushes a shit-eating grin while Jenny boils over. Oh yeah. Well, I have some wonderful news for you then. This building has 3 floors, so the other 2 are all yours. Good luck. Have fun. Piss. Should have kept my damn mouth shut. While we're at it, what do you think about sprucing up the bathrooms? I'd love to retile all the floors. Fred stares at the bar counter sullenly, taking a swig of his mojito while Jenny gawks at her slain opponent. Okay, but all jokes aside, I do need your help with 2 jobs. They're not that bad. Please help. You do your best to stifle your laughter, feeling truly blessed to not be the center of attention. Yes, Jenny. Back to the task at hand. I wanted to make today easy peasy. We should be finished in no time. You have to pick up the kid by 5, right? Yes, I think so. Yeah? I think we'll be done by then, so don't worry. Nice, thanks. You gulp down your drink and get up from the bar stool. Thanks, Jenny. It was delicious. Of course. So you're not used to drinking alcohol? It's more along the lines of me not liking it. Alrighty, no sweat. I have a bunch of non-alcoholic drinks in store for you. Alright, thank yous. Okay, boys, let's get to work. That means you, Barrasso. You don't work with those drinks, I'm going to dock it for your pay. Alright. Fred, jeez. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Fred stands from his seat, feeling a little embarrassed by his massive burp. So, where do we begin? The crowbar you use for the windows is by the toolbox. Everything you need is in there. You walk over to where Jenny pointed and grab your trusty prying tool. You must rummage through the toolbox and grab what you need. How convenient. You're really glad Jenny did all this prep work. She managed to make a week-long endeavor into a one-day affair. I'm glad to see Jenny knows how to plan ahead. Lord knows Fred and I can't. You better leave those tools where you got them or else I'll. Jenny holds a bag in her hand up menacingly, give her a beer in an army uniform, and she's basically your dad. Yeah, don't you worry. Don't sweat at Chad. If you forget, she'll gladly do it for you. Come on, Fred. Don't be like that to Jenny. Oh yeah, well, you'll see what I mean. Anyhow, let's get to it. Do you want to work together or split up again? Fred points to the 2 corners on the back. Man, I'm surprised I even have that option now, considering yesterday I was acting like a real bitch all day. It's a lot better than this way, to be honest. You know what, let's do it together. We'll get it done faster. Sounds good to me. You'll lead the way. Fred grabs a pile of planks with muscular arms while you grab a bucket of nails and a hammer. Until you walk to one of the heavily deteriorated corners of the cafe where Jenny fiddles around with some things behind the bar. You drop off the bucket and hammer before grabbing the crowbar. Time to get to work. Many of the old planks that need to be removed are nestled next to the perfectly usable ones. You slip the prying piece in between 2 planks, praying you don't splinter the good wood. It takes a few minutes of careful prying, but sure enough you remove the rotten plank without damaging the good planks too much. Fred sits next to you, ready for a brand new plank to replace the old one. Sure enough, the mighty Jenny was right about the wood fit into place perfectly. You pass over a few nails and a hammer to Fred. He pounds the nails into the floorboard while you hold the piece in place. Until you smile confidently, the new plank being perfectly fitted and installed. Your Fred continues to the next plank while Jenny continues to organize and ready things around the cafe to be. The hours go by like minutes, and it amazes you how quickly you and Fred work together. You install dozens of planks but you can hardly remember any of the work. It's only Fred's nerdy jokes, wood and nail base innuendos, and the two of you working and two of you talking about food and old video games. It's also helped that you only had to replace a couple dozen planks instead of the entire floor. Fred grabs all the old planks and takes them outside, leaving you to look over the work the two of you completed. Your crowbar work wasn't perfect, but with a little sanding and polishing, this floor would be fit for a castle. Once Fred came back inside the cafe, it was time to put the tools back like Jenny asked, demanded of you. Fred smirked as you gently put back everything you two used, better the judgment of Fred than the wrath of Jenny. Hey, nicely done, team. It looks great. Great isn't good enough, boys. You did a perfect job. I can't thank you guys enough. Everything will get closer to completion. Well, you can thank me by paying me more. You can thank me by actually paying me. Yeah, typical capitalist swine. I could give you all a C's worth of cash. You still will be thirsty. How do you know unless you try? Jenny looks away in a playfully disapproving tone. Fred mockingly winks at her. Anyways, I agree that we're making really good progress, but we're going to need more than we can option. I agree, especially since we still need to find a barista. Alright, I completely forgot about that. So, what happened yesterday? Did you tell that cat lady I wanted to meet her? No. Well, to be fair, he never told us to do so. Jenny grabs Fred's jacket from the chest and shakes it a little bit. Fred, listen to me. I need this woman to work here. Got it? She continues to shake her hands while grabbing Fred's clothes, trying to make her point as clear as water. Yeah, I got it. I'll try my best to make her know about your proposal. Fred releases her grasp from Fred's jacket and smiles at him. Good. She cleans out Fred's jacket while he looks back at her in silence. Now Jenny glares at you. You feel in danger. Jenny walks to you and quickly grabs your shirt with both of her hands and shakes them a little. And you, Chad. Me what? What did I do? She pauses for a second. The spell releases you. Nothing, you're good. Keep up the good work. Jenny then pats your shoulders as if trying to fix your shirt. Thanks, I guess. Anyways, you're still paid for today. Go get yourself something nice. She hands you a few bills. This time they look pretty modest, too. You lovingly receive them like a gift from the goddess. Thank you. I can't forget about you too, handsome. She hands Fred some money as well. He holds it up victoriously. Thank you kindly. Well, man, you're free to go. I'll stick around here a while and clean up the place, so sadly I won't be able to keep you two company. But I'm sure you two will figure out how to keep each other entertained. Jenny winks repeatedly at you and Fred. If she winked any faster, she might fly away. The German Shepherd rolls his eyes and smiles. Of course, we're planning to play some board games along with some breakpoints and wyverns. Okay, Chad. Jenny looks at you with an almost disappointed look. You know damn well what she was implying, but it's funnier to see her like this. Well, we can all get some drinks soon. Maybe Jenny can treat us him. The only drinks you're getting are from this cafe. That gives me a great idea. Let's invite this Kathy lady for some drinks. A little liquor makes the deal slicker. Kathy, drinking? There's no way in hell I'd let you get her wasted. I'm not that mean. Jenny grabs Fred more tightly than before. I need this woman. I need her, Fred. Ah, jeez. Jenny, fine. I'll ask her if she'd like to have some drinks with us. Fred releases from Jenny's grasp. Thank yous. Not going to lie, it would be a little funny to see Kathy let loose. It wouldn't surprise me if Kathy could handle her liquor, but Jenny can commit drinks that would put even the most honor-level sailor on their ass. Tee hee, don't complain. You know I love to see you slossed. Right? Why? Feel like the odd one now. More club soda and fizzy water for me. Alright guys, I gotta get going so I can pick up Tony. Sounds good. Thank you for everything, Chad. I want to see you by 10 a.m. tomorrow. Got it? Will do. Thanks. See you later. Well, I gotta go as well. See you, Jenny. Remember not to walk too close to your prey. Jenny? I'm just teasing. Where am I? Love you, buddy. Jenny waves the two of you off before turning back to her work. Two you wave back as you leave the soon-to-be cafe, happy to be out of work early. Once outside, you know it's a better chill. Run down your spine. So, what are you gonna do? I'm going to grab Tony real quick and then play some video games with him. You're welcome to join if you like, but are you still going to grab the Nintendo DS charger you have? Oh yeah, right. I'll go get it. Alrighty. We'll be in the park for a while, so I guess we can meet you there. Yeah, don't worry. I'll text you if anything happens to you. If anything happens, but you gotta respond, you hear me? Yeah. Can you teach me how to use this phone better? Though I only know how to use the phone and texting messaging app. Yeah, we'll do. Maybe we can play. Maybe we can play bounce tails like we used to back in the day. Oh yeah, Spencer Tower's still a thing. I have no clue to be honest, but man, that armadillo was so cool. Fred looks at the sky lovingly, almost as if he's remembering of a fallen hero. Anyways, I'll see you later, buddy. Fred reaches out an open hand, asking for a handshake. You grab it firmly, but gently and shake it. See you later, Fred. Fred smiles at you, and you can't help but smile back. You head one way, and Fred heads another, growing further apart with every step. A few minutes pass by, and soon you arrive at the front of the school. You see kids running about while a horde of parents wait for their energetic children to be let out of the schoolhouses. The kids look like they're trying to bust down the front door, all while poor Mr. Lorenzo holds back the floodgates. He pressed past the waiting parents before reaching the elderly line. Good morning, Mr. Lorenzo. Good morning, Mr. Chaz. Chad. Oh, goodness. My apologies, Mr. Chad. What seems to be the matter? I'm here to pick up Tony. Oh, Mr. Reyes, let me see. Mr. Lorenzo peeks through a glass opening in the door to see kids barking out with ferocious terror. When he turns around, he opens his mouth, seemingly realizing something. Oh, Mr. Chad, didn't they tell you? Tell me what? Oh, his father came to pick him up early today. Huh? That's odd. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Lorenzo. See you later. You're welcome. Have a good day as well. You cut through the crowd and find a quiet place away from the hustle and bustle. You grab your phone from your pocket and lock it. You scroll to Kathy's phone number and press the call button. Beep, beep, beep. You reach Kathy. I'm sorry I couldn't answer your call. Please leave a message. I'll answer as soon as you hang up and press the call button once again. Your heart rate feels a little elevated, but you don't know why. Hello? Hey, Kathy, it's me, Chan. Hey, Chan. Sorry I didn't respond earlier. I was selling coffee and was kind of busy. What's up? I came to pick Tony, but Mr. Lorenzo said his dad picked him up already. What? He's already back? Where did they go? What? I don't know. All I know is that is what Mr. Lorenzo told me. Should I go and ask him? Went back to see Mr. Lorenzo being swarmed by children and parents alike. Somehow his eyes find yours, but only for a second. No, Chad. I need you at the park right now. There's no time to waste. Please go. What? She hung up. Oh, damn, I need to go. You walk out of the schoolyard and start jogging towards the park. Mr. Lorenzo watching from afar. As you continue to stride to the park, you feel the air get heavier. The skies turn more gray the closer you get until you reach the lookout. Maybe I can find Thorny from here. A small drop of water smacks the top of your nose. Before you can react, it starts souring again. You scare around the park from your vantage point despite the rain. The park looks completely empty. There's not a single soul in sight. That is until something catches your eye. You spot Thorny sitting down in the same bench he found you at a few days ago. There he is. You leave the lookout and start making your way down the hill. As you approach the kitten, you see that he looks a little disheveled. He's rubbing his arm. Something seems to be causing him pain, but you can't see what it is. Thorny! You speed walk towards Thorny, already feeling a little exhausted after the jog over to the park. You get on one knee and look over. Thorny's hiding his arm from you with his sleeve. What happened? Why are you here by yourself? Where's your Thorny jumps up off his seat and hugs you. What? You hug him back. Mr. Chad, I'm so glad you're here. Thorny's voice starts to crack and then he breaks into tears. Thorny, it's okay, Thorny. You hold on to the boy and wrap your arms around him. His hot tears pull onto your wet shirt. You alright, kid? It's Thorny. I know you're Thorny. You chuckle as you hold onto the kitten. You seem to be quivering in your arms. Thank you, Mr. Chan. You're welcome, little buddy. Tell me, what happened? What happened to your mom and your dad? Where are they? My dad came to pick me up early today. I'm so happy because I thought it was you and you took me to the park. You said we're going to talk. But then he wouldn't start asking questions and I didn't know the answer to any of them. He asked about my mom and that weird tiger guy, but I didn't know anything, Mr. Chad. He pulls away from your arms. I kept telling him, and he just get angry at me. Why did he get so angry at me, Mr. Chad? Thorny seems to sob even harder than before, so you can't help but cry too. I don't know, Thorny. Did he hurt you? Thorny grabs his arm. It's okay, Thorny. I'm here with you. He said if I didn't tell him the truth, he hurt Mom too. He what? You said that? Yeah. I can't let him hurt Mom. Told him what I knew that, but he what, Thorny? Thorny freezes up as you're caught off guard by a voice behind you. You quickly stand up and put Thorny behind you, finding an unknown figure looming over you. Come on, Thorny. Be a man and finish your sentence. Thorny clutches onto the back of your shirt. Who are you? I'm Dusan, Thorny's father. What do you want? That's none of your business. It is very much my business. Thorny, did this man hurt you? Thorny just hides behind you in silence. What did you do to him? Nothing. We just have father and son talk. Father and son talk my ass. You so much as touch another hair out. You'll what? Call the police? For a friend? Tell me, what are you going to do? You scan the parking once more. There's no one here. This guy has a reputation to keep, doesn't he? I guess that's why this fucking place is emptier than my bank account. I'm glad to see you realize how alone you are. You can thank me and my associates for that, by the way. So you're one of those types of scum. Scum? That's pretty where it's coming from you. To call you unsightly would be an understatement. Boar fangs or a Doberman, now that's what us normal people call scum. You're on top of your mouth too. God really had it going for you, huh? What's the term they use for things like you? I think it's abnormal. You feel the hair on your back of your neck stand on end. It's been years since someone called you that. Between you and me, I'm actually not a fan of that term. It's way too kind. I think abomination or mistake is a lot more fitting for people like you. The lion smiles as you feel your blood whip through your veins. You take a deep breath and chuckle while shaking your head. You know, I was willing to hear you out a few seconds ago, but now you've lost me entirely. Do you want to know what people like you remind me of? Oh sure, go ahead. Caskets. All polished and pampered on the outside, disgusting, rotten and dead on the inside. And overpriced to boot. Now that we know where we both stand, Thor and I will be leaving. At least caskets are nice to look at. Keep walking, Thorny. You offer your hand to Thorny and he eagerly holds onto it. You hold it firmly as you begin to walk past the tall lion. You continue to pass him when you notice something off a few meters ahead. A pile of broken coffee cups with a woman lying next to them. Is that Kathy? Your heart sinks as you see Kathy, unsure if she's even breathing. Mom! You rush to Kathy's side with Thorny tethered to your hand, but suddenly you feel your arms getting yanked back. You look behind you to find Thorny's arm being death gripped by the lion. Ow, let me go! What the fuck are you doing? Let him go! Do you really think I'll let you leave my son? The lion pulls Thorny away with a massive force. Before the kitten can be torn into half, you let go of his hand. For fuck's sake, he's just a kid. Let me go. You're hurting me, please. Oh, you've become fond of my son, huh? Let him go, now. Looking at Dusan's iron grip on Thorny's arm makes your blood boil. What about Kathy? Do you care about her too? You got to have some balls to get into my house, eat my food, sleep on my property, and take advantage of my family. You motherfucker. Let him go away. It hurts. Let me go. First, you'll have to answer some questions, unless you want me to hurt them even more. After every word that comes out of Dusan's mouth, your anger keeps growing and growing. There's nothing but rage inside you. We don't want to recur to violence, don't we? You've had enough. There's only one way to end this. So you get a step closer to Thorny and... Not a step closer, abnormal. Dusan raises his claws menacingly near Thorny's head, warning you that your answer will have consequences. Tell me, what do you know about a tall hooded target man? Release Thorny right now. You've had contact with him, haven't you? Last warning, let Thorny... Dusan's grip becomes tighter. You can notice Thorny's arm being in considerable pain for a kid. Answer the damn question. I don't know anything. Now let him go for fuck's sake. Seems like you've made your choice, abnormal. Thorny begins to yip and cry like a dying animal, desperately trying to pry his arm away from the lion's grip. What a nuisance. Dusan raises his fist and slams it into the back of Thorny's head. You see the light from the kitten's eyes flash for a second before he goes completely limp. Thorny! The kitten hangs from his father's grip before being let go, falling lifelessly onto the ground like a trash bag on a curb. Why? It's just a kid. She's beginning to feel your vision as you look at Philly. You see his chest rise and fall. You set your gaze to your line. She's staring you down. All you have to do is give me what I want. You feel a coarse, burning, unrelenting rage fill your soul. How dare you? Listen, kid. You're not going to cooperate and I have no use for you. And just an advice. Stay out of my way or you might get hurt. You motherfucker! He charges into and steals a punch straight into his cheek. He doesn't even flinch. He just looks at you. Huh? He throws up another punch and unleashes everything you've got into a single punch. Nothing. Nice try. Without a wasted move, he punches you right in the liver. You feel his knuckles pierce right through your abdomen for a split second. The force is so massive you vomit. Your eyes feel like they're about to pop out of your skull. Yeah. You collapse onto your knees and heave, gasping and coughing for air while you try to breathe. The man shakes his head while he walks towards Sony. Your ears are ringing as he grips your stomach in splitting agony. You stumble onto your feet and take a deep breath, trying to focus your gaze past your watery eyes. Don't you dare touch Tony. Dusan looks back at you, seemingly amused as he clenches his fist. Your eyes light up as you set your sights on the line. You picture an energy hand launching straight at the motherfucker. Consequences be damned. You charge once more and deliver a devastating punch. Inches away from his face, you can see the man's eyes widened intensely as he narrowly dodges the polygonal hand manifesting from your fist. The energy manages to deliver a glancing blow, slicing the man's skin and causing a small stream of blood. Before you get a chance to react, the line clutches your wrist and examines the polygonal hand before it vanishes. Huh? Ah, so you've been influenced too. Even now, you deny having something to do with the hooded tiger. Let me go. You try to wrestle your hand free from the man, but he squeezes even tighter. Phew, well, waste. He spits before driving his fist deep into your cheek. The force of the punch throws you to the ground. You lay on your knees once again, but before you can even breathe, a swift kick lands on your chin, making you choke on your own blood. The world spins around you. You don't even feel anything as a man's second kick connects. This one pummels the back of your skull, sending your chest first into the concrete. As you lay on the ground, feeling yourself slip from reality, you notice a figure moving slowly and raggedly. Kathy raises her head from the ground and looks towards you in absolute horror. Tony Chan. Kathy, run. The line delivers a piercing kick straight into your stomach, causing you to cough up blood. Dusan, stop. Don't hurt him. Why not? I'm doing this piece of garbage a favor. The lion delivers another swift kick into your ribs. Reality is fading. It feels like there's a billion cold needles piercing into your brain. You begin to feel cold as more blood stains the concrete in front of you. Like a broken angel, Kathy rises up and stumbles towards Dusan. Stop! Before Dusan can deliver another kick into your stomach, Kathy pushes him away from you, but with little to no effect. Kathy, you need to get going and run. Know your place, woman. Dusan tries to grab Kathy, but gracefully manages to dodge his grasp. Kathy then puts a fighting stance while Dusan swings his claws toward the cat. Don't worry, sweetie. No one touches my child and gets away with it. No, Kathy, you have the one. Try to... Before you can finish your sentence, Kathy fully charges towards Dusan, managing to land a punch directly into his face. Once again, Dusan doesn't even flinch. You say you can touch me, you whore. The lion swings the back of his fist into Kathy's face despite blocking the blow with her arms. The hit causes her to fall to her knees instantly. Look into Kathy's second eyes. Her face is sullen and turns into tears. Maybe having each other's company will make you talk. Kathy, no. No. Now, last chance for both of you. I already told you, where's the hooded tiger? I told you, no. Dusan looks directly to your eyes. So be it. Piercing claws grab Kathy's scalp. Dusan raises his fist and drives it into the back of the mother's head. She falls limp onto the ground in front of you. Do you have an answer for me yet, kid? You motherfucker! It's all on you. You fucking coward! I'll make you pay. I swear. You keep spitting blood. Dusan gets close to you and grabs you by the hair lift of your head. Next time. There isn't going to be a next time for you, kid. Tell the coroner I said hi. The lion lifts your head higher before driving a clenched fist into your... You feel nothing. It's peaceful. It's almost like floating on air. Your eyes feel heavy. But soon your peace is met with endless pain pulsating through your head. You turn your head, the rain pounding on your back. In the distance you see them, Kathy and Tony being dragged away by the lion. If the rain feels like fire on your skin, you want to cry, but your lungs feel like they're made of glass. You rest your hand on the ice-cold concrete, your blood mixing with the freezing rain, hypnotically swirling with the currents. You turn over onto your bed. The gray sky is framed by tree branches in the wind. You can't stand to be awake anymore. Blood fills your mouth with every breath. It hurts to breathe. It hurts to think. You want to sleep. You can hardly hear some bushes rumble frantically. Then silence. You hear footsteps coming towards you. A tall shadow looms over you, the disgruntled sigh echoing in your ears. But does it even matter anymore? Kathy, Tony, Fred, I'm sorry. That was probably the most horrific scene that I've ever seen in a VN, in my opinion, at least. I knew that eventually things were going to get bad once the father returned, with him seeing Chad, a strange man, living with his family, but I didn't think it would come to him assaulting his wife and his son, punching both of them in the back of their heads like that. That's awful. I mean, I thought that probably would have happened to just Chad, but he also did that to his wife and his children. And even before Chad got to the park, his wife was already on the ground. So he must have knocked her in the back of her head already before Chad even got there. I mean, this man's just evil to me. Just evil. I mean, you go that further to basically punch your family members, your wife and kids. That's horrific. The sad thing is that there's a bunch of people like this in the world today. You got a lot of people who abuse their family members just because they're the man and that they're the breadwinner of their house. You got a lot of people out there today. Unfortunately, they manage to get into positions of power. And when they get in those positions of power without mindset, they think there's no consequences for them, so they don't even care about assaulting their family because they work for powerful people, and those powerful people will either ignore what happened or they'll try to silence the victims. Because Dusan, he's the mayor's right-hand man, so he's certainly connected with powerful people, and by having that connection to powerful people, he's able to gain power himself to a point where he don't even care what happens. But he don't care about the consequences because there isn't no consequences for him. So he can do whatever he wants to his family. So I feel really bad for Thorny and Kathy. I mean, even more towards Thorny because he's a kid. And, do that to a kid, just knock them in the back of their skull like that. To do that to a little child, that could cause them to have injuries and, with the brain as they continue to grow. So I'm afraid that he might have some brain injury. And well, maybe not now, but eventually as he continues to grow, like we got a huge man like that, just knock him in the back of the skull like that. I'm afraid he might get some cognitive issues from that eventually. So, as you can see here on the screen, it's just Fred now. Chad is gone. So, will Chad be alright in the next video? I'll have to see about that. But he certainly was in a bad condition at the end there. It looked like he was about to die. He probably might die. So, and also, Dusan really had that big white tiger on his mind. He kept asking Chad if he was affiliated with the tiger, that blue hooded white tiger, and Chad never answered the question. Or maybe he didn't care about the tiger that much. All he cared about was Stoney, and so he never answered Dusan's question about the tiger. And Dusan asked Chad about the tiger several times. So that tiger is certainly on his mind. And when Chad was able to manifest his hand out like that to punch Dusan, he did do a bit damage to his face, that some blood came out, but nothing much. And that's when Dusan learned that Chad has powers, and he told Chad that he also has powers as well. So apparently Chad's powers, as well as Dusan's powers, has something to do with this tiger. I think the tiger himself has some powers. So, because Dusan really wanted to know more about the white tiger. So, certainly the white tiger has something to do with Chad's powers, as well as the powers Dusan has. So, what Dusan did is something, unfortunately, a lot of men around the world do to their families. Is You got families going through it right now as we speak, and as I speak, in some countries, the officials encourage violence against family, and it's even part of the culture. So you got a lot of you got a lot of violence that goes unreported because people are too scared, and that they think, and they call the authorities. The authorities will either do nothing about it, or if the authorities do something about it, the father will either beat them up or kill them, or there might be some other authorities who can overrule the authorities and get dismissed. So I hope Chad makes it next time, and if he does, hopefully something can be done about Dusan, the way he treats his family. So that's all I have for now. All information for the game is in the description box below. And if you play the game yourself, you don't even have to leave. You don't even have to exit the game. You can just press these down here: the Twitter and Discord and Itch.io and Patreon. Thank you all very much for watching. Bye.